I dropped out of college and moved to Los Angeles about a month ago. That's where I've been. Today I want to tell you guys why I did that exactly. Let's jump in. Some general reasons I am not a huge fan of society's push for college. Number one, according to the National Bureau of Labor and Statistics, in a 2013 study, 28% of Americans use their college degrees. The average American has $30,000 in student loan debt. 72% of people are spending $30,000 on a degree they don't even use.
The system is screwed up.
Talk about how many 17, 18-year-olds actually know what the heck they want to do with their lives. People are constantly growing and changing and evolving, and heck, I want to be an actor right now, but maybe 10 years
from now I want to be a doctor, and then I'll have to go to college.
You don't have to jump right into it right after high school like everybody pushes for. But if you don't know what you want to do with your life, definitely don't go to a big university and spend all that money. I mean, do what you want. But my recommendation, don't go to a big university and spend all that money. Take classes and different things, figure out what you like, save up some money, travel, go experience the world, experience a new culture. Figure out who you are and what you want to do with your life before you drop $30,000+ on a degree.
Just some food for thought.
Also, you're only young and hot once.
Do you really want to be spending all that time in a classroom when you could be traveling the world? Come on now.
Let's jump to the other side. Let's say you do know what you want to do with your life. Think about if you really need college to do what you want to do. For example, I want to be an actor. You don't need college to be an actor. Many of actors drop out of college too, manifesting
it, baby.
You want to be an actor, a filmmaker, a singer, pretty much anything creative. A lot of the time, you really don't need college for it. You want to start your own business? You don't need college for that. Get on it, girl. Get on it, boy. Get on it, those who don't identify as a girl or a boy. We'll kind of weigh the pros and cons. I know, especially if you're deciding right now if you should go to college or not. I know for your parents and things like that, a lot of the time it can feel like you should go. Really think about it. Really think about your future.
Life is short.
Spend your time on something
you love. That makes you happy.
The way I look at it as well is, so I want to be an actor. All the kids in my acting program also wanted to be actors naturally. But the way I look at it now, I'm going to have a lot more free time to work on the acting gigs that I was booking and really focus on those, really focus on my self-tapes and submitting myself for acting jobs. So during this 3 to 4 years, I'm still going to be taking acting classes. I'm going to have extra time to submit myself, extra time to save up money, get myself financially secure. By the time I'm 22, I'm going to have been submitting myself, booking, working, and taking classes. When at 22, all the people in my theater program are just going to have graduated, have nothing on their resumes, not have agents, and still have taken acting classes. It's kind of like giving myself a little more time. Something a little comparable to this, I think, is say you want to start your own business. So instead of going to college and getting a business degree, you take a couple courses online and you start your business at 18 and 19 years old. It takes a little bit to get, takes a couple years to get going, but by 22, your business has already started booming. Right when you're at the age of 22, your business starts popping off, whereas everybody else is graduating with their business degree, struggling to find a job, but you already have your own
successful business because you took the time
to start it.
You kind of just have to decide for yourself. For some personal reasons on why I am leaving college, honestly, it made me miserable. I lived on campus, but all of our classes were online. Super busy because I was also doing acting gigs and I had a job and I was doing college full-time. I was not really on campus that much, so I didn't get super involved in the social situation. COVID times make things weird. I was rarely even at school, so that was probably part of it. I just kind of slept and showered there. Another thing with my college and the acting program is I just didn't really feel like I was learning. I felt like I learned more classes at the 6-month intensive workshop I had been doing in Michigan than I did in college. It felt very beginner, and professors, I would look at professors went to school, projects they'd been a part of. It wasn't anything super impressive. Not that they're not great teachers, I just didn't feel like I like I really resonated with a lot of their teachings. I definitely learned some things, and I think you learn from every experience, and I try to have a really positive outlook on life. So I definitely did learn. I should say I didn't learn as much as I expected and hoped to. Again, that could be because it's over Zoom. A lot of the time we were just like doing scenes with partners over Zoom. Even those of us who have been acting since we were young, you'd still think at a collegiate level you'd be able to learn a lot.
But
Yeah. Life is short. I think you should always live your best life and do things that make you happy. College wasn't making me happy. I have a job that's nearly full-time. I do acting and modeling gigs. I have a great group of friends, great people surrounding me right now, amazing experiences and incredible opportunities, and college was the one thing that always just made me feel very negative, drained, stressed me out. So I'm getting rid of her, at least for the time being. Anything toxic, anything that I feel like is holding me back. And that's another thing. I was in an acting program. When I would do acting gigs, my professors would get mad at me. I'm going to school to become an actor. I'm doing an acting job, and you're gonna get mad at me?
no, sister.
That is not how that works. The sun is obviously setting. My apologies about the weird lighting, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. I hope those of you considering college, you're just kind of thinking. I'm not against college at all. Obviously, if you want to be a doctor, you need to go to college. Obviously, if you want to be a teacher, you need to go to college. Not against it at all. I just think it's really, really, really heavily pushed in society, especially in small suburban towns like where I grew up. So I just hope that I can kind of enlighten you in all my
19-year-old college dropout wisdom.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.